know what it is. It's Joker News here. Hey, we're jumping back into some news. I'm gonna keep you guys updated on some videos now. Some things have been happening, but hey, let me keep you updated on those news. So Snoop Dogg admits he didn't like Tupac's Hit 'Em Up. Snoop Dogg has admitted that he didn't like Tupac's famous diss track Hit 'Em Up, sitting down with Big Boy for an Untold Stories interview. The Long Beach rapper reflected on his turbulent relationship with his former Death Row Records label mate in the days leading up to his death in September 1996. Now, Snoop said he and Pac were on great terms a week before his passing, but complimentary comments he made about Diddy and Biggie days later changed that. Man, I'd say a week before he died, we was best friends 2 days before he died. I don't think he liked me, he explained, because we was in New York and, things had happened. Now, New York had shot at me and did all kinds of things to me, just the worst things you could think of. And, I forgave him, he said. But then I went and did an interview and was asked, how did I feel about Puffy and Biggie? I was like, I like them. I want to do some music with them. And that just rubbed because the wrong way, they try to kill me and I try to help them. And he was talking about, you want to do a song with them? Like, he continued, I wasn't thinking about Tupac's emotions. I was thinking about the way I felt at the time. I was into no controversy. I liked them, people. But the music, they was our friends. We was all friends at one point. Now, there's video footage of us all hanging out. Pac, Biggie, Puff, Suge, all of us together prior to Death Row, just on some regular. And so that, to me, I never seen myself getting involved. Now, for that reason, Snoop Dogg wasn't a fan of Hit 'Em Up, Tupac's vicious 1996 diss track aimed at Biggie that heightened the East Coast-West Coast rivalry. Now, even when he played the video for me to Hit 'Em Up, even when he played Hit 'Em Up, the song, I didn't like the song, he said. I didn't like it. I didn't like the beat. It wasn't the thing to me. Like, you buying problems. The gangsters is everywhere. They make them everywhere. Now, he added, I think he got to stay in that mindset. We ain't nobody like us. Now, always people like us everywhere. Now, fellow Death Row alumnus Corrupt also recently reflected on Hit 'Em Up, claiming Tupac recorded the track immediately after being visited by Biggie's ex-wife Faith Evans in the studio. Now, when Hit 'Em Up dropped, that was around the time everything was fresh. Tupac and Biggie was fresh because this was after Faith came to the studio. He said in an interview with The Art of Dialogue, she came to the work, and, we was all looking like, damn, that's Faith, because then he made it Hit 'Em Up. And, he started laughing, and, that's just on some, recent news of Tupac and Snoop and some untold stories right there. And, you even got the news anchor that was taken off on the air talking about, Barbie Bassett has not returned to the anchor desk at NBC affiliate WLBT since the March 8th broadcast and is no longer listed as a member of the news team on the station's website. The Clarion Ledger reports the Post reached out to Bassett, WLBT, and Snoop Dogg for comment. As I am sure you can understand, WLBT is unable to comment on personal matters. Ted Fortenberry, the station's regional vice president and general manager, told the Post in an emailed statement Saturday that the gaffe was made during a discussion about Snoop Dogg's latest addition to his Cali wine line. Now, Bassett said, "Faux shizzle, my nizzle," when the idea of a Snoop collaboration with the newsroom journalist was raised. Now, nizzle is slang for the N-word. Bassett, who is white, also tweeted the phrase in 2011. This is not the first time Bassett, who boasts being the first chief meteorologist in WLBT's history, has landed in hot water for her comments. Now, the Mississippi native apologized in October 2022 after referencing a black reporter's grandmammy on air. Though not intentional, I now understand how my comment was both insensitive and hurtful. I have apologized to Carmen Poe, Bassett said about her colleague. Now I would like to apologize to you. That is not the heart of who I am, and for that I humbly ask for your forgiveness, and I apologize to everyone I have offended. She continued, I will learn from this and participate in training so I can better understand our history and our people. I can't mend the hurt my comment caused. I'll pray you'll forgive me and that you'll extend grace through this awful mistake. Her latest slip-up drew the attention of Charlemagne the God, who defended her this week on the radio. I don't think she should have been fired for that, he said on the Breakfast Club. But, she might not even know that what nizzle means, or yo, come on, like, stop. That's not a reason to fire that woman. Some social media users have come to Bassett's defense, while others say it's not appropriate for a white woman to say that phrase. Now, Bassett graduated from Mississippi College in 1993 and earned a Master of Science degree from Mississippi State University with a concentration in broadcast meteorology, according to her online resume. Now, in many ways, Barbie Bassett's story is Mississippi's story. Then Gov. Haley Barbour said in 2010 of Bassett, who has 3 children, Graceful, Christian, and Lily, faith. It's about faith and perseverance dealing with hardships we don't always understand at the time. Now, and finding the answers by working through the problems. Now, that's just even some more news from the news anchor alone right there. But then you even got the recent thing that happened with Snoop Dogg on dissing Biggie and his old song recently, Unearthed. Snoop Dogg is all about peace and love now, but back in the day he recorded a Biggie diss that has resurfaced. Snoop Dogg was immersed in one of the darkest periods in hip-hop, the East-West beef that ended in the death of Biggie and Tupac. Snoop and Death Row was pretty toxic at that period. Bad Boy was not totally innocent, but they weren't throwing gas on the fire either. Now, eventually Snoop fell back from all that mess, especially when Pac came with the gas can and the lighter, but Snoop recently raised some eyebrows when he said he was friends with Biggie and them stayed completely away from the beef. Now, in an interview with the Big Boy for the Untold Stories, he said of the convo with Pac, that he liked them and everything and that he wanted to keep doing music with them, but they just had the bad intentions at the time. And well, this old, this old social media song has come back thanks to, to the people on social media. Snoop Dogg probably does not even remember this song from way back darn near 30 years. Here's the original version. It's called Keep It Real, Dog. You could check it out. Just look up the song, and it's interesting when you think about all the things that are going on right now. But I'm gonna keep you guys updated on some recent and juicy news. Hit that like and subscribe, and hey, stay tuned this time.